Good morning, everyone. How are you all? Hope you're all fine. This is your social study teacher, Mr. Ismail. Welcome back to our social study class. The chapter which we will be concentrating, the chapter name is Medieval India and the Political Transitions. Whereas in this chapter, in the previous class of ours, we were discussing about Mohammad bin Tughalaq. Most of the people are having the different perception about Mohammad bin Tughalaq. Whereas some people they think that Muhammad bin Tughalaq was what you can consider that a person one who was not having a proper sense and all. Whereas some other historians are thinking that Muhammad bin Tughalaq was one of the finest ruler. He was having a much knowledge and one of the most knowledgeable ruler ever since the India had witnessed. So overall, the people are having, or some of the historians are having, a different kind of opinion about Muhammad bin Tughalaq. Whereas in the previous class we have come to know that he was one of the most famous mathematician. He knew very well about, he was very much expert in physics, he was very much expert in the astrology, and moreover than that he was one of the learned in Arabic language and the Persian language. Rather than these all the things that because of his little mistakes which he has done during the period of his ruling, he is being considered as one of the senseless ruler also. Some of the people are believing on that. So let's concentrate that what are the administrative reforms which has done by the Muhammad bin Tughalaq and what sort of a person exactly he was. These are all the things in the today's class we are going to concentrate. And first we are going to be noticing towards the revenue reforms of Muhammad bin Tughalaq. The collection for taxes, it may be there, the money and all, how he has transacted. So these things we will notice. He established a department of agriculture and made uncultivable land into a cultivable land. See, Muhammad bin Tughalaq's first and foremost attention was towards the agriculture. So he paid a lot of interest towards the agriculture, and the agricultural uncultivable land, the barren land, what we can call that barren land or the uncultivable land, he completely converted into a fertile soil, fertile land he has converted, and he started to be able to produce the excellent kind of the crops and all. So it has, he in a sense directly he was not involved, but for that he has appointed a department, and it was the duty of the department to make the land to be much fertile one. That he has appointed, that he has fixed up. Next one, he started to provide the financial support or financial assistance he was giving for the farmers. In case if any farmer need money or if he need any financial help, then Muhammad bin Tughalaq always he will be ready for helping to the farmers in all the times. He was ready for helping the farmers so that by taking the money the farmers can improve their field and they can improve their agricultural activities. Then rather than these things, one slight mistake which the Muhammad bin Tughalaq has done, so that we can consider that he started to imposing a heavy duties or heavy taxes from the Doab, the farmers, those who are living at the bank of Doab. Doab in a sense, my dear children. So Doab, it is an Arabic word. Do in a sense two, Ab in a sense water. Do in a sense two, and Ab in means water. So Doab in a sense the two rivers where they are going to combine. So the people, those who are the farmers, those who are having the field of theirs around the Doab river, Ganga and Yamuna rivers, around the Ganga and Yamuna rivers. So these people, they need to pay heavy taxes. The reason is quite simple. Because the people of Doab, they are having a much fertility of the land, and moreover than that there is no scarcity of water because it is a combination of two rivers, and they are able to produce a huge number of crops. They can produce an excellent crops and all. So therefore they are quite rich and well versed one. So in case if they are paying the heavy taxes, then it won't be a effect for them. So that was the thinking of Muhammad bin Tughalaq. So because of this reason he started to imposing a little heavy taxes or little more taxes from the regions or the farmers, those who are living in the region of Doab, Ganga and Yamuna rivers beside. Next, after these things, then what are the next steps which he has done, that we can consider as a shifting of his capital city. I don't think so that ever since the India had witnessed such kind of a ruler. The person one who is going to shift his the most excellent and efficient capital city from one place to another place. See, Muhammad bin Tughalaq was also been the ruler of Delhi, and he ruled over the Delhi. and he is the person one who is shifting, one who is trying, or one who is planning for shifting his capital city from the Delhi to Devgiri, which carries a maximum distance. And here in those days we need to remember, my dear children, there is no facilities of an aeroplane, there is no facilities of land route, and there is no facilities of any other vehicle, train and other things. So obviously if they want to travel by walk, or else they have to be carry, or they need to carry some animals like as horses, camels, then elephants. So with the help of these only they have to travel. But while shifting from the capital city from Delhi to Devgiri, what are the problems were occurred, whether he has taken any proper measures or not, these things we will concentrate. Mohammad bin Tughalaq shifted his capital city from Delhi to Devgiri. So there are two reasons behind to shift the capital city from the Delhi to Devgiri. So what are the two reasons? As I have told you, Mohammad bin Tughalaq, he was the person one who is going to think about the future. The 10 years before he is thinking that right now he is living here. So then he used to think that after 10 years what will be the situation of this area. So that sort of a person was this Tughalaq. So therefore here Mohammad bin Tughalaq, by thinking about the future, he was trying to shift his capital city from the Delhi to Devgiri. There were two reasons behind shifting the capital city. So reason number one, we can find that to establish the capital city in the center of the vast empire. So he wanted to establish, or he wanted to get a proper control over the center of the area. So therefore he just wanted to shift his capital city from the Delhi to the central part of India. So due to that reason he was making proper planning about that, and because of that reason itself he wanted to be the center of entire the vast area, the area which is going to be get completely surrounded. Once if he stand on the palace of his, then he could witness everything else. So that might be the dream of his, and because of that reason only he was thinking about to establish the capital city from Delhi to Devgiri. Then second one, for the protection of a capital city from the invasions. See, the foreign invasion was continuously going on. The foreign people were entering into the capital city of Delhi, like as the Mongolians were trying to capture Delhi. Then again the Britishers were entering, the other foreigners were entering. So his intention is much clear. If he is living at the center of the country, then in surrounding areas will be the people, or in surrounding areas the other dynasties and all will be there. So all of suddenly any foreigners, he may not be dare to attack at the center point. That was the intention of his. So when we are thinking about these two intentions, we may think that yes, okay, at certain point he may be right, but in other point of the view, if you are thinking that, then absolutely it is wrong, because there are certain mistakes which he has done here while shifting the capital city from the Delhi to Devgiri. What are the mistakes if you are concentrating? The mistake number one, he was not at all taken any proper measures while shifting it out. See, the most of the people, they need to travel by walk. Once if they are traveling by walk, in a sense, we have to properly provide them the medical treatment, medical facilities should be there in between of the way and all, because it is all around, I think so, the 3 months journey it was continuously they need to do, and that too in the month of a summer and winter season. So it was really very harsh for the people to shift their entire the luggages, housing things and everything else. They need to be boarded out on the horse. Then they need to board it out on the camels, then again on the elephants, and they were traveling by walk. Such a difficult task it was. So for this difficult task, he was not at all able to manage in a proper way. Then what he has done, that there is no doctor facilities. Okay, leave that doctor facilities. What about the food and all? No facilities of the food in between of the way. The people, those who were traveling, they themselves, whatever the food they were having, that only they were carrying, and that has finished in between of the way. Then what about the water, which is much essential for us to survive in the world? Even there was not at all water also. So then as an effect of that, the most of the common people, they died in between of the way itself. So then the Devgiri, it was quite closer to the, it was quite closer. Then the Mohammad bin Tughalaq started to think that anyhow we have lost a huge number of soldiers and all. There is no animals, there is no traces of any other things which we can be go and implement in the Devgiri. So better to be shifted out, better to be returned back to the Delhi. So this is what again the blunder mistakes which he has done. So from he did not reach even the Devgiri. So in between of the way itself, he just ordered his people that let us move back to the Delhi. So you can understand that what will be the condition and the situation of the people. So because of this reason itself, he is considering as one of the senseless ruler. But in otherwise, exceptional of these things, he was one of the most excellent ruler, we must say. Not only this, one more incident it is there about the coin and all. These all the things I'm going to reveal in front of you all in the next class. I hope you're all enjoying the class. Till then, please stay safe. Thank you.